And here we go. Here we go.
Oh, okay.
Now, more Skip Happens. Please return Bubbles, your flight attendant, to her fully upright and locked position. Oh, wait a minute.
Ladies and gentlemen, please take your seat and buckle up. Seat backs and tray tables in their full upright position. It's another episode of Skip Happens.
Your weekly view from 30,000 feet. From the first music lesson to the first paid gig to signing the deal, it's the journey. It's the life of an artist. Now, here's your captain and coach,
I don't have my glasses.
a.k.a. your host, Skip Clark and Deb Lamphere.
Here we are. Hello, Deb. How are you?
I'm good, Skip. How are you tonight?
I am well, and we got Dianña. Did I say that?
Hello.
Dianña
Yes.
Paro with us. And I'm going to do a little bit of this first. Hang on. Everybody listen up. Here we go. Here we go. I think. Here it is. Yes. Happy holidays.
It's Christmas time again. Winter snow is falling, and my heart is calling for you. Outside my window pane, Christmas bells are ringing, carolers are singing, missing you. There are presents by the tree, wrapped in bows and ribbons, candy cane lights all aglow. And the only thing I'm missing is me and you kissing underneath the mistletoe. Christmas Eve is here, family is showing, conversations flowing, missing you. Opened presents by the tree, torn up bows and ribbons, saying our goodbyes by the door.
Wow. I'm not going to play the whole thing because I want our viewers to actually go and get it for themselves. Wow. Right there, the young lady that does that, Dianña Paro. What's going on?
Yes.
How are you?
Well, I go by Dianña Country now.
That's right.
Wait, what?
Yeah, Dianña Country.
Oh, okay.
That'll be my other song, A Girl with No Last Name. I took on the last name Country.
All right.
You and Deb carry on a conversation. I can change it here on the screen. So.
Okay, so what made you take on a new last name of Country?
Well, I always say you get this last name when you're born, and then you have a last name if you're adopted, then you get a last name because you get married, and if you don't like any of those last names, why do we keep them?
Very true.
Oh,
So
you have a poem.
I do. So I wrote a song, A Girl with No Last Name. It's in it, and so I said, you know what, I'm just going to put Dianña Country. So that's pretty much.
I'm gonna
But it flows, actually.
Right?
It does. It flows.
Yeah.
But you have such a pretty first name.
Thank you. And the hardest thing, though, if you ask Alexa to play a song, she'll say Diana, and I'm like,
The way it
No,
goes,
no.
Alexa. We need
You
to.
yell at you and you go, listen, lady, what's wrong with you? It's not. It's Dianña.
Well, La Cañada, so I'm La Cañada, so they say La Canada. So
Okay.
It's so funny. But I'm Dianña La Cañada from España.
I like it.
Oh,
Wow.
yeah.
It's
All
a mouthful.
right.
Yeah. Well,
Now,
Skip couldn't pronounce it, and I told him it's like lasagna.
Yeah, so it's Dianña.
Dianña
Dianña.
lasagna.
Because a little silly thing above the end.
Yeah,
So-
you told him. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I know a lot of baseball players they're from Venezuela, Colombia, places like that. They put that little swirly thing. They call it is it a tilde?
I say an enye, but it's in a tilde, yeah. It's like Muñez, it's mañana. It's it's in a lot of things. I'm surprised it hasn't caught on. I'm hoping it will.
It took me a couple of hours to figure it out here on the keyboard.
But it's a cut and paste away. It's a cut and paste away.
That's what I ended up doing after you told me to do that. But then I looked at a little tilde, a little squiggly line up there, and I was trying to get it to go with the end, and I couldn't get it to go.
Yeah,
So.
yeah.
Don't
Make
know.
it work for it.
It's good to see you. My goodness.
Yeah.
It's been a little bit. We had you on the Skip Happens podcast here maybe a year and a half ago. I don't know. You were on
I think so.
Karen.
It was during the crazy times of the Karens, yes. I think
And
they
all
calmed
of-
down a little bit,
all-
but yeah, I don't know.
That song did really well for you. All kidding aside,
Yeah.
a lot of people could relate to it in a lot
A
of
lot of
different ways.
people, a lot of TikTok videos. They attach the sound, and I'm just like, okay, thank you. And yeah, but I wanted people to know there's more of me now.
I love it. There's a whole lot more. We're going to talk about that
Yeah.
here in a little bit. Where are you? Describe your surroundings a little bit.
Well, I'm in a very cool location with a lot of animals.
Okay.
I have raccoons, coyotes, owls. I feed squirrels. You know, I went to the store the other day, and I loaded up on all this food, and the lady goes, "Who do you feed?" I said, "Well, this is for a cat, and this is for a squirrel, and this is for a raccoon." And she just couldn't stop laughing. She's like, "Where do you live?" I said, "I am Snow White. I am Snow White. I don't need a man. I have 6, you know, what, 7 dwarves."
There you
Oh,
go.
there you go.
There
Yeah.
you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Are you, you're in California, you had said earlier, but are you
Southern,
on
yeah,
a
Southern California.
farm
Yes.
type area?
Oh,
that
no,
you
no,
can
it's
do that?
kind of the ranch areas. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
She's in the mountains.
It's quiet, and that's, I love it that way. I just really do. It's very peaceful. I can blast my music out. I can sing on my microphone and not worry about, you know, if there's a
Wow.
writer in town and they're writing down my songs.
I need a place like that for a while.
Yeah, yeah.
Well,
The
it's gotta be
worst
so
thing is,
peaceful.
yeah,
So peaceful.
it
And
is.
you said it was cold though. How cold? You're in Southern Cal.
It
So-
is. We just got a lot of rain, and
Okay.
now it's just really cloudy and really cool out. I think it's 61 during the day now. So I'm loving
That
it.
must be nice.
It is. I have sleeves on, but I still have the shoulders showing because, you know, we're in California.
Yeah, no, I get it. I get it. Here in the we're in the Northeast, so we're like coast
Yeah.
to coast tonight, which is really cool.
Oh, yeah.
But it rained all day here,
Mm,
but our temperatures are like in the low 40s. Now
yeah.
we might hit the low 50s tomorrow, but
Well,
yeah.
when I hear people in California say, "Oh my gosh, it's so cold," I'm like, go to New York.
Mhm.
It's not, it is a painful cold. Like it's when
Oh,
the wind,
come on.
oh my gosh, when it's freezing out, oh yeah, you get the wind and it's just almost like slapping you. It's not even a nice wind.
What do you
Weird.
what do you call real cold?
What is it, the 20s maybe? I don't know.
Okay, no, that's cold. That's
That's-
cold.
yeah, I walked out of a hotel in New York, and you know, the door just flew open.
Yeah.
And I thought I was prepared to go outside, and I went right back to my hotel room. I was not prepared for this.
Layer, layer, layer. A lot
It's
of layers.
painfully cold.
Mm.
Yeah, but it gets, you know, February here in the Northeast, it can drop down in minus 20, and I'm not kidding.
Yeah.
It
Oh,
can do that. Not that it stays there, but
yeah.
every once in a while you get that frigid, cold air mass
Yeah.
that comes in from, like they'll say, from Canada, and it's just a day
Oh.
or two of like below 0 temperatures.
Woo, don't you know? That's why they say that.
Wow.
You know, I start the car ahead of time. It's nice and
Oh,
warm.
yeah.
We'll get in it and all that good stuff. Hey, we need to talk about you and your music
Woo!
because you got so much going on. And
Speaking
what I
of cold,
played,
we need to talk about
forget the cold. We're going to warm you up.
There we go. Yes.
Yes, what a great segue.
Mm-hmm.
Now we started out with a Christmas tune. That was brand new, right?
Yes. Yes.
Well, tell
I
us
think
about that a little
three
bit.
weeks. So the song has been out for 3 weeks. It's called "Missing You Underneath the Mistletoe," and we picked a name that didn't. It has no other name if you Google it. I love it.
Mhm.
Missing You Underneath the Mistletoe makes it. It separates it all.
That's cool.
And I wrote the song over 10 years ago, and I wasn't at a very, I guess you would say, happy time in my life.
Mhm.
So I was like, you know what, we need to write a song for people that, you know, for the people that are hurting, that they don't have Christmas with anyone, and they, you know, and no one's ever there for them.
Mhm.
And so now, you know, when your life is a lot better and more together, it's like, okay, he can come home. So he comes home now. So I'm very happy I waited. But it's a beautiful song. It's something that I think people experience, especially when they have family in the military, in the police department, in any type of, you know, where they have to be gone for the holidays. And it's a hard thing because, you know, in the video you see everybody, family showing and everyone's happy, but you're still like, you know, you're smiling for everyone, but you're still hurting, you know?
Yeah.
So, and the only thing I'm missing is me and you kissing underneath the mistletoe, you know?
So is that when you do a song like that, is that you? You know what I mean? Is that like those are your feelings coming out?
I think it's me. It's me that wants to be a me, you know, me. It's kind of like, gosh, I wish something like that. It's always a Prince Charming thing. It's always a, you know, you always want to have that special person. I don't know why people kiss under fungus anyway. So I
I avoid it altogether. I mean, you know, if I see one hanging up, I ain't walking through there.
you know, I kind of, it's like getting your, you know, your boyfriend's name on your body and then you regret it. You know, you're kind of like, does something really happen underneath them? I don't know. Is it healthy?
Kissing under a fungus. I don't know. Whatever.
Kissing under a fungus, yeah. But it just, I wanted to have something endearing and timeless.
Mhm.
So that was, Karen Carpenter is like one of my inspirations for this song because I did Merry Christmas Darling for years, and I wanted something that, like they say, it sounds like it would have been a Karen Carpenter song. And you know, and the great story is I'm working in this song, I'm working with two of Dolly Parton's producers, and Mark Needham is the producer of her rock and roll album right now.
Yeah.
That she wanted to finish to be inducted in the Hall of Fame, because she said, I got to do a rock and roll album before I can accept this award. So that's my producer, Mark Needham. And he went to Nashville and was working with Dolly Parton's other producer, Kent Wells. And he did Dolly Parton's Christmas album. And Kent Wells said, who's this girl? And he goes, we need her to come to Nashville because I want to produce this. So
and
that's
off you went. Off you went to Nashville. And you told me off air about the studio that you were in while you were doing a lot of this, right? Now, wasn't it the actual maybe some of the instruments and the equipment that
so no, that was a different thing. But really quick, when I was in the studio in Nashville, it was kind of cool because while I was recording the song, and Kent Wells is actually in the song harmonizing with me. And he's also saying where it says, I'm home, where are you? That's his voice with me. Dolly Parton was on the phone with him.
No.
Wow. While they were mixing, Dolly's on the phone going, well, hey, what's going on?
I'd be like, I'm trying to record. I can't do this. It's like, it's Dolly. I'd be going, no.
It's almost a blessing. Yes, she's
I know, exactly.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, the thing with the Carpenters is when I did a show for the Carpenters, I named myself Caring Carpenter, like caring is sharing. Sure. And I did a show in Vegas for a little bit of singing her songs, and we had to do like, you know, one of those packages where you submit it to see if they'll take your show. And so we had to do like if you go onto my YouTube channel, there's 5 days of Karen. And it's me singing 5 songs, first verse, chorus of Karen Carpenter.
Wow.
And when I recorded that, we were in a studio, and the engineer said, do you know that this equipment, Richard Carpenter left it here? And I said, wow. So this is legit Karen Carpenter, right? So I get on the microphone and I start singing, and he goes, it's not going into the computer. And I said, what do you mean? It wasn't recording.
What?
And I said, okay, this is getting really, you know, and so I told one of the guys, go bring some candles in, dim the lights. I need to talk to Karen.
This is the good Karen. This is what you sang about years ago.
Karen, yeah, she's mad at me now. Yeah.
No, she's not mad at you. She's loving you right now.
She's saying, say my name. So we lit the candles, and they gave me a moment, and I said, I'm doing this because I respect you. I've always loved you. I won a trophy in my freshman year of high school because of you, you know. And so we started recording, and that's what you're going to hear when you see the 5 days of Karen. That's what you'll hear. Yeah, and it was eerie.
I love Karen Carpenter. I love the Carpenters.
Oh yeah,
so
her voice and your voice. You're right.
Thank you.
Similar. Deb's right.
Wow.
Well, I love it because if you listen to a lot of people that try to impersonate her, they start an octave higher. Really? And I keep her exact where her note is, and I go all the way down. So it definitely is. Before I was like, why can't I have those voices all the pop stars have? And now it's like, you know what? I'm very happy with my voice.
Oh yeah. It takes a little while to figure out what we have in our life and what that gift is and why it is the way it is. And then all of a sudden you'll love it.
Yeah.
And that's where your success is.
It's amazing. And I take it as a compliment. It's a compliment when somebody says you have a little Karen in there. I'm like, yes.
I mean, she, God rest her soul. And I can remember the Karen Carpenter tunes, her and Richard, the music they put out was just phenomenal. And your voice is very similar. So
thank you. Well, I'm telling you, if you go on my YouTube and listen to the 5 Days of Karen, I was trying a little more to be her, and it really was kind of eerie.
Is there a way? What do you go by on YouTube? Can we just put Dianña?
If you just put Dianña YouTube.
There'll be no squiggly line above.
Well, that's how I saw the Christmas video.
Or you could do Missing You Underneath the Mistletoe. Like I said, it's when, or you could go to my Instagram page, and that's Dianna Country. And you'll go to my official Blue Check it's Blue Check Instagram, and go to my link tree, and everything's in that bio, in the link tree in my bio. Yeah, it'll keep updating you. But YouTube, please, if y'all follow my YouTube channel, I'm putting shorts on that, not my shorts, but YouTube shorts. And so I'll splash some fun stuff in there, and people will be the first ones to get the previews of my new songs. I do have another song coming out in January. So
can you give us a little insight on what you're putting out, what you're going to drop in January?
So I'm doing a song about a street I lived on, and it was a street called Evergreen. And I had a lot of trauma in that house, but I wanted so I drove by the house to take a photo, right? And the house is gone. They demolished it. And my heart just went, I was just, I mean, there was a release, And so it turned from a song that I was going to write about, kind of like the Miranda Lambert song about how she went back to her house.
Yep.
Well, I just felt, you know what, I'm gonna focus on what I learned from being there. And it talks about how my dream was to be a singer. So it starts off a tiny little house that looked big van, lots of fruit trees in a chicken pen. But it's really cute because the very end says the house is gone, but I kept that chair, and still writing my songs in the country air. So it kind of, the beginning shows how I was left alone all the time. I mean, all the time I was left alone. But then there's cute little moments where I said, my microphone was a brush full of hair.
Oh yeah.
So people are like, oh my gosh, I remember that. I remember using a brush. So, but it's a really cute, has a really cute beat to it. And it has the fiddler. It's Dolly Parton's fiddler.
Well, you got this whole Dolly Parton thing down. You've got this connection going.
Have you met her yet? Have you been able to?
You know what? I'm writing a song called Step Closer to Dolly.
Okay. Well, you keep going. 2 producers and a fiddler, so keep on.
Yeah. Well, a lot of her band is in there, and like I said, in that song also, Kent Wells is harmonizing in that song too. So.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's nice to know somebody that knows somebody, because that connection will definitely come back and make it work for you. So.
And that's the thing too. I feel so like when I was in there, it's almost like you're looking around going, wow, Dolly was here, and I'm sure other artists, but it just, even the guitar player, I brought him in from my other song, and he's Luke Combs' guitar player.
Oh, wow, very cool.
So a lot of these people have history with, they're the session people for all of this, and just if you see. Oh, sorry.
How do you find them? Like, do you get a catalog of people that play instruments and then you pick, or these people you kind of got to know through your career?
Well, the thing is okay, so with me, it's always been word of mouth. I don't know why. Even when I did like music for rap artists and stuff, I just, like I said, I walked into Interscope Records one day, I guess I've always been that person, like, oh, who do you work with, or what do you do? When we met Mark Needham, he had a guitar player in there, and he says, well, let me bring this. He's touring right now with Tim McGraw. I'm like, okay. And so you'll see him too. He's kind of got curly hair, and we just did a Nora Jones song, a cover song on my YouTube channel. You'll see him.
Okay.
And he's the guy that toured with Alanis Morissette. And I'm like, yeah, but they're so humble, you know? And that's the great thing about it. And anytime, you know, I want to do an acoustic set just to add to my YouTube channel, he's like, yeah, I'll be there. What time? No problem.
Aww,
you know?
That's great. That's what, you know, you have good people.
Yeah.
Right. And they're, you know, and it's awesome to know that, and they'll always compliment, you know, he's like, oh my gosh, that was great. You did awesome. Oh my gosh. People are going to love this song, you know? So, and I thank him, and he's like, no, thank you. It's like, what? You're on stage with Tim McGraw.
I love it. I love it. I want to say hello to my friend, Bill. Bill is actually a friend, not only to me, but my son. And he always says, you know, I come on, you never say hello to me, but I see he just commented. And he said, hi, special guest. It's Dianña. It's Dianña, Bill. So Dianña country now, Bill.
Yes,
so
Dianña country. Yes. So
and Bill, you can look her up on YouTube and hear the music too. So.
And the music video, I was gonna say the music video was we did that at Fonco Studios, and they've done you know, parts of Pirates of the Caribbean, James and the Giant Peach, the Christmas movie with Jim Carrey.
Oh yeah,
it's an amazing movie place in LA, and so, you know, it's just, I knew it would turn out awesome. Still don't know about myself being the cartoon character at the front. I was like, what was that? Because they said, send us a picture of you just this way and this way, pull your hair back. I'm like, what is this for? And it starts off, and I went, I did all that work to be a cartoon.
So they made a cartoon character out of you, out of the picture?
If you watch the beginning of the music video,
I will. Wow.
I'm a character. I was like, wow, it's pretty amazing, you know? So
I would think it'd be cool.
Yeah. It's interesting how you do 2 days of hours and hours and hours, and it comes down to that video, you know? So that was a lot of work.
So I don't think I've asked this question of any of our artists, but when you're doing all these music videos, when you first start out, I mean, do they give you acting lessons, or do you have to figure all this out for yourself?
Good question.
No, I never took acting lessons. I've always been kind of, so when I was in choir, as a freshman, the drama teacher came in and said, we need some singers because we have a musical and they can't, you know, a lot of them can't sing. And so he said, we need someone who can sing and act. And I said, oh, I can sing and act. Yeah.
That's a good salesperson.
You know, I can do anything. Yeah, I just feel like.
Well, you say yes, and then you figure it out later. So, but
yeah, right. and I did, and it was great. And I kind of got a little bug. I was like, yeah, I kind of like this. So, yeah, I just started doing musicals, and then I did, you know, I got on stage with, you know, like I said, I kind of did. I was in a rock band called Aftershock. So I did a little show there too, and I love working when a crowd is like watching. So I knew I had that bug, you know, for wanting to be someone you can be, and it's not yourself. You can be a little bit more. Yeah. So I love that. I'm not a real stage fright person. I think I have more energy when I'm on stage than when I'm in a studio.
But when you're filming, say with your videos, you have people, you know, basically right at you with the camera, and it's usually a smaller setting, and it's, you know, that you are the focus no matter what. Right. So someone that, you know, this is actually
the director.
Another interesting aspect of this with the videos, because most artists don't have acting lessons yet. By the time we see them on a video, they look like they've been acting for quite some time. So,
well, the great thing about this is the second time I worked with Fawn Davis, and as a director, he knows me. And so we sat together, and I put what I wanted in the video too. Like if you see the video I did with Andale Yeehaw, when I come off the stage and two guys lift me, I said, I want two guys to lift me off the stage. So at the beginning of it, he trusts me. He's like, you know what you're doing.
Yeah.
So it's pretty cool. He'll say, do this, stand by the tree, whatever. And, we do a few things, and whatever makes the cut makes it. But yeah, he lets me be myself. I like that.
That's a good thing.
And I've written the song. I wrote the song. So it's not like, I notice a lot of people, they say, oh, I wrote a song, but they really didn't. And so when you question them, you're kind of like, not getting the answers. When someone's written the song, we have the stories, so that's
and you've got a lot of stories, and
yes,
they're good, and they make for great songs.
They become a song. I said I was Swift before Taylor was born. I wrote about people a long time ago. I used to tell people, be careful because you might be on one of my songs.
I haven't landed in one of those yet, I hope. So.
No, but the crazy thing is what I went through. Skip knows I've gone through a lot in my childhood, and I always say, it's like, now that I'm an adult, what's keeping me from putting it in my songs? And that's what I'm doing now, and that's why, the one song I said, if you want to know a lot of my life, it's the hard thing. It's going to take a real strong man to love me because of all that I've been through. So,
and it explains why your songs do so well. Because you are touching the hearts of so many different genres, and everything that you've been through as a woman in your life growing up, putting it into a song, somebody hears it and they go, wow, that's about me.
They can relate.
Yeah. Well, I'm helping the children, and I, like I said, another song will be coming out soon, and it's, I work with a lot of charities with, the kids with Downs, and then I also work with, on next Monday, I'm going to be doing a little show for kids with disabilities. But I'm also working with kids for foster care. And because I was fostered, and I went from a step monster to a foster monster is what I say,
Oh my
I was in the bad part of the system. But I always, I want to reach out to people and say, hey, all this stuff you're doing, kids sit there and they listen to their mom say, well, you're not going to see your son until I get money, and and the kids are sitting right there, and I just want people to be more alert. Like, you're raising that child to go through what you're going through, and they don't deserve that. They need to be a child, so I'm going to write about it because
well, that's a great way to get a message across to people too.
Yes. And TikTok, they pick up on it for their videos. And a lot of people say, oh my gosh, I needed that song, or oh my gosh.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So if they can't say it, I'm going to. Yes. That's a New Yorker for you.
That's right. I like that.
Right? I'm going to do it for them. Yeah. And the thing is I feel like what I went through in my life, I don't ever want to take it as, oh, I'm so, no, I'm that person that's going to help other people,
right?
Because I didn't go through it for nothing. That's how I feel.
Well, exactly. And I look at you even right now, looking at you through the camera and all that, and I see somebody that's been through a lot, but in the end, it's made you a better person, and it's made you want to share all the good, the bad experiences that you've had, just so you can show somebody that you're going to be okay.
Right. Yeah. We did a thing for battered women shelter in San Diego. And I remember a woman telling me, is this your bucket list? We did makeovers and everything for them. And I had to stop the process. And I said, no. Let me tell you, I was you. I'm letting you know that you could be me.
Oh, that's such a good perspective, because they probably don't think that way. Like they could turn around and be you in whatever capacity their dream may be. Yeah. And to know that there is hope. Oh yeah. There is help and all that. So that's a
I had a broken nose.
Statement is.
Yeah. I had it all. And and at that time that I was talking to them, my nose was still broken. I just got it fixed probably during COVID. I got my nose fixed. But I had the broken nose. I have the scars. If I took all my I've got my scars, but I'm not going to let that define who I am, No. So it's just, I just want people to know that just because someone did something to you doesn't mean that's who you are. It does not define you. So,
So you've been through so much as we've been talking here, but when you hear other songs on the radio, like "Wait in the Truck" by Hardy, do you know what I'm talking about? You see that, and it's about domestic abuse, and it's about guy picks a girl up walking down the street. She was all bloody and battered, and come to find out that she was beaten, and he went back to the house. And of course, now he's in jail for doing what he did, but he's not complaining at all. He said, I had to do this. I'm in a better place than he is.
Yeah.
So, but do you know the song I'm talking about? If you do, I'm just kind of wondering with everything.
I don't, but I'm going to look it up now.
No, you will. And it all depends. It's a country. It's a country song with
glad
Hardy and Lainey Wilson.
Right.
Yeah.
No, those are powerful things because it, a lot of things are hidden, and there's always the fun pop songs and everything else going on, and some of the songs you shouldn't be listening to. But there, I would rather. I put a couple songs aside that I was going to put out, and I said, you know what? I need to put out the songs that are going to make me proud of myself. And I'd rather help people and the songs be listened to a few times to help a bunch of people, or rather than do a song that, it's just to that point now in my life. And I wrote another song, I Know I'm Beautiful. And it's about people. And this one I want to put out now more than ever. And Mark Needham has it right now. It's about everything we've gone through, even through COVID, I'm sure, I've got some COVID weight on.
Oh, who doesn't?
Who doesn't? Hello.
Yeah, and then certain things that happened. I mean, I did a thing on the Channel 11 News with Hal Eisner during COVID, because I was worried about the kids that had to be, had to stay home with the pedophiles and whatever, their family that were doing things. They had to stay there, and my heart was just breaking, So so that's where my mind went to. So I wrote a song about, like, I know you're beautiful just the way God made you. I know you're beautiful and no one else can change you,
I love it already.
When the world gets too crazy and maybe you're feeling alone, reach out your hand to me, know that you're never alone. So it's going to be a really cool song for people that feel like the world just, did them wrong. But it's okay. Yeah.
How do your songs need to be heard? They need to be heard.
Thank you.
And I know you're not, you do all different genres of music. I get it. You kind of, you do something that might be pop. You're doing something that might be country.
Right.
But you need to get that music out there, because I think that's what needs to be heard, especially the way the world is right now and the way everybody is. We need to come together. We need to love each other. We need to realize we are who we are. And it's the music that you're putting out that says that.
Well, thank you. That's what's going to make me, like I said, that's what's going to make me feel like what I went through wasn't for nothing. It makes me feel like I'm doing something. I have a tool that I can use, and I'm going to use it in that way. So exactly. You can take what you've been through and tell somebody else about it. And whoever did me wrong in the past, well, you know what I'm saying. Thank you for that tool. Yes, exactly. It made you a better person. And by the way, my son just logged on. Zach said, "Hi, Dianña. I love you. Be girlfriend." Oh my gosh. Did you like my Andale Yeehaw song? Yes. As a matter of fact, afterwards, I'll have to play some of that. I have to meet him. Yes. Yeah, he's I don't know, he's upstairs. I'm sure he's watching this, obviously. Maybe he'll come down into the pod zone. But yeah, very cool what you're doing. I still have that song that I wrote for the kids with Downs. And it's done. I wrote it. But we're still looking to to get together, because I want him to be on it. So well, we will definitely make that happen. Yes. So definitely make that happen.
Do you get out to the Northeast much or not?
Well, like I said, when I create my song, when I write 3 songs, then I travel.
You did say, yeah. Okay. Well, I had the 5 Karen songs in my head, so I wasn't thinking.
Do you? So, don't be a Karen.
Yeah, this is the good Karen. We don't be a Karen, not that Karen. This is
oh my God. You know, when that came out, I have like, I don't know how many friends that are named Karen. And one of them called me and she's like, I couldn't stop laughing. It's hilarious. And she said, now my husband goes around going, don't be a Karen. Don't be a Karen. But it's Karen approved. The good Karens get it.
Yeah.
Yeah. The other ones take it wrong.
Exactly.
Okay.
Or they're
Well, we'll
offended
keep an eye
for
out
whatever
for
reason.
it.
Right.
Absolutely. So
Of course, I'll try to catch you in Nashville, but
yeah,
maybe we'll
exactly.
get you
We were
Yes. You should let me know when you're, I'll let you know when I'm there. That's what I'll do.
Yes.
I'll let you know when I'm there and I'll be like, hey, where y'all at?
Yes.
I'm in New York. Uh-oh.
I know, right?
yeah. You know, I was telling her before we went out with the lights and the cameras that the country radio seminar will be in early March, and that you should maybe set up a studio session and kind of make a business trip out of it and come out and hang out with us a little bit.
Absolutely. Yeah, I would love that. I saw that and I was like, that's amazing.
Yeah. And you know, the networking, which I'm sure you're going to know a lot of people already, but still the networking is just phenomenal. Phenomenal.
Yeah, it's like any, you go to NAM or whatever. It's almost, they call it a high school reunion.
Exactly. Exactly.
But yeah, I would love to do that, especially to be around the country, It gives me more inspiration too.
So tell us about your holiday. I see the tree in the back. Are you good to go? You've got the Christmas music that you're putting out.
I do.
Okay, so my son just said, really, Karen, board game Christmas list. I have no idea what he's saying. Zach, you need to come downstairs into the pod zone.
He made Karen into a board game? Is she going to the mall?
I don't know what he's saying. He says board game.
That would be funny. Wouldn't it be funny? I think I just gave it away. Somebody make a Karen game.
You can do a Karen game. I love it. But don't be a Karen. If you're a Karen.
Do you know there's a restaurant? There's restaurants that are Karen restaurants. You go in and she throws the menu at you.
What?
Have you ever seen that? Yes.
No.
It's a restaurant, and the lady brought her mom in that was visiting, and they knew about it, but the mom had no idea. And they went to the front, and the hostess goes, "What do you want?" And she's like, "Well, we kind of want to sit down." And she goes, "What do you think I am?" And she's like, "I don't get paid enough. Get your own menu." And the mom's like, "Oh, this is so rude."
What?
Yeah, look up restaurant with Karens. It's I forgot what they are.
Yeah, I'm gonna be checking that out here in a little bit. I
have a lot more research to do after we get off the air now.
Yeah.
I know.
I'm going to be going to probably the Grove this week to go see the snow falling and do, kind of a couple YouTubes for that. But I want to be around some Christmas stuff,
Very cool. Very cool.
Yeah.
Do you do anything special for the holiday? Do you get together with your kids? What do you kind of,
Well, they all have, family members.
Yeah.
So I kind of take the days that I want. And so in January, we go to Big Bear.
Oh, very nice.
And that's our, when the snow's already there. So we kind of hang out and have a little family thing there. Yeah.
Very nice. Very nice.
So
you get to enjoy.
Nearby? I'm sorry, Skip.
My daughter is like 2 hours away, and my son's about an hour.
You know what? That's the second time you said daughter and totally came out New Yorkish. I caught it early on. I didn't say anything. And you did it just now. I'm like, you totally have not changed out that word yet.
My female child.
It's great though. It's great.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, there's certain words that you can't get rid of, right?
I know.
All right. How do you say it?
Okay, so your daughter's 2 hours away, and your son was about how far?
Yeah, my daughter's near San Diego. My female child's near San Diego, and then my son is in Riverside, California.
Okay.
Yeah, so they're not far.
Not
far enough, but close enough. So.
That's
right. I don't have to get on a plane.
Right, exactly. I love it. I love it. This has been great catching up with you. It's so good to see you. You're smiling. You're putting out great music. You're getting to Nashville. You're, just touching the hearts of so many and so caring, all different genres. Man, it's just
Karen Carpenter. That's why.
Yeah, the good Karen. The good Karen, and you got the Christmas, the brand new Christmas song that's out.
Yes, Missing You Underneath the Mistletoe. Yeah. I'm so happy. There's a music video, like I said, on YouTube, and this song is over 250,000 streams on Spotify already.
I was going to ask. Wow.
So excited, yes. And the music video has been out for a week, and it's already has 70,000 plays, or So I'm excited.
Yes, that's
Can
great.
you get the music video on any of the video channels?
Not yet. We're doing all that right now. But the great thing is we're doing a what's in store thing, and my song will be playing in Taco Bell, Walmart. It's playing right now in all these stores. So if you're shopping and you hear the song,
I love it. Have you heard it though? Have you been in a Walmart and then all of a sudden you go, "Oh my goodness, that's me"?
No, I actually shopped there for getting my pet food for an hour and I didn't hear it. I was like, wait a minute.
And a lot of these, what I find out or what I'm hearing is, for example, I go to Dunkin' every morning to get my coffee. And they remodeled one of the local Dunkins. So I went in there and they had music playing. But I'm going, oh, I wonder what they're listening to. It's Dunkin' Radio.
Oh,
It's their own network.
And that's what I'm on.
Yeah,
I'm on
so it'd be like a Walmart or
they put together a playlist, and so they have Walmart Radio. In fact, I had to do every single station and say, "Hi, this is Dianña. My new song, you can find it." And I said, "Thank you for listening to Walmart Radio."
Oh,
so I had a whole list, sprint everybody that I had to do, and send it in so that they put it on before my song.
Now, how does that work for an artist like you? How did all that start? How did you go? Did you have to present your music to them and say, "Hey," or did they say, "No, you pay us, we'll play it"? What's that?
I wasn't managed for years. I mean, for years. And then there was this one artist, and they needed a ballad for her, and I wrote the song "Leaving You Behind." And it got hit like over 1 million in less than a month. And so the manager was like, "Wow, you're really good," and all this stuff. And I said, "Yeah, I'm good at writing," because I went to where I was writing for people, more writing. And he said, would you ever think about doing music? And I said, well, I started in gospel, so you usually end up in country, right? So, and that was a dream of mine, because country's so easy to write. It's a story, and you get to tell a story, and you don't have to be like, you don't have to be silly, like bubblegum silly, like peanut butter and jelly, You get to actually tell a story. And that's why I love Dolly so much, because she tells stories in all her songs. And I love that. It's emotional for me now, because I am writing about my life. So sometimes I do get a little bit like, you have to go back into your past, but then the healing is listening to a play and knowing that it's out there. And that the people that did things are listening.
And you're smiling. So
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
In fact, one of them, I think, moved to Arizona. We're out of California. This girl wrote about me.
There you go. I'm in that song, by the way. Yes,
I have
if I ever end up in one of your songs, it better be a good one. That's all. I don't want to be known as,
Don't skip.
There you go.
It's actually a good name for a country song, right?
Don't skip.
Ah,
there you go. That's going to go in the little memory bank there.
It's in there. It's in there. Yeah. Don't be a Karen. Don't be a skip.
No.
Be a skip. Be a skip. Yes.
All right.
Be a skip. Love it.
Dianña country.
Dianña country. Yes. Girl with no last name.
Girl, no last name.
The first, it's a girl with no last name. Got a lot of men to blame. Gonna put them all to shame. A girl with no last name.
Bada boom, bada bam.
Bada boom, bada boom. Yeah,
Bada boom,
and that one's got a lot of rock in it. It's rock country. Yeah.
Okay. So you do a lot. You do pop.
And
you're doing country.
Yeah, it's country, but there's certain genres in country. You can do one with
that's true.
Keith Urban. Yeah, so that song is more like a Keith Urban.
Okay.
It's got the rock, guitar in there. So it's pretty cool. I'm really excited with that one too. And there's a lot of cool stuff happening.
So we need to get our viewers and our listeners to download that music. Go on board, buy the music, download it, and listen to it. And it's going to make you a better person. With everything that you've done, everything that you've been through. Hey,
and continue to help people. Like I said, I'm there for anybody who sits there. I don't know if I wrote the song for Susan G. Komen years ago, Stand Up and Live Strong, and it still plays to this day. because
Excellent.
I was in my room one day and I saw, October Pink Month, and I said, oh, I got to write a song for this, and it's going to go to Susan B. Komen, and I did it.
Wow.
So
Well,
yeah.
with the breast cancer research, Alec Baldwin's mom lived right up the street, practically.
Yeah.
So she's recently passed away, but still, she was big into that whole breast cancer. Yeah.
Well, when I went there, they said, we want this song at the Raising of the Rose. And the Raising of the Rose is where everyone has survived. They'll hold up how many roses of how many years that they're cancer free. And it's pretty amazing. They raise their roses, and it's awesome when they sing the words and they know the words. I was there during Olivia Newton-John. She went to she sang her song, I sang my song. It was pretty amazing meeting her. And so, it was pretty powerful. I just, if there's something happening and I can write a song about it, I have to, and again, I'm just so happy I can do that. Yeah.
And we're happy you do it. So
Thank you.
us better people. Yeah.
Thank you.
Dianña Country. I got to get used to saying that. Dianña Country.
Right?
Yeah. That's
It's
so
easy to
awesome.
find.
On the Skip Happens podcast. There she is. How cool is that? I got to go like this. There she is right there.
There you go.
Right?
See, with the cameras, everything's backwards. So
I know, but you're doing stuff, and I remember I don't have my glasses on.
I know. I want to do that too, because I hate wearing my glasses.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's
Everything.
I'm just a blur. I'm just a
would be
blur.
Yeah. It's like I'm watching sign language because I keep seeing the hands.
Yeah, well, I do this a lot. I do the air quotes a lot.
Yeah.
I do that. Who knows?
Yeah, well, I'm Italian, so we.
It's been really awesome catching up with you.
You too.
And I hope we can do this again. And let's keep in touch. And let's drop me an email, and we will see about getting Zach down for the video or whatever we need to do. And and hopefully,
and that song is awesome. It's about we can do anything,
and he's proof that they can do anything. So,
yep.
And also, if you go to CRS, Deb and I will save you a stool at the bar.
Our lines.
I'll be there.
Don't tell anybody, but I steal a glass every year.
Oh my God. We connect. I bring purses. No.
They're cool. They say bar lines. Oh, never mind. I better not talk.
Yeah, I collect chairs. I don't know what it is. I mean, I'm not going to go to a bar and bring a chair home, but I have a thing about collecting chairs.
Lady, bring that back. You can write a song about it.
If I've had enough drinks, I'm bringing home a chair. I'm telling you that.
That I believe.
I wake up in the morning, there's a chair laying on my bed. I'm like, where did you come from?
Why did I get a chair? It shouldn't be a chair. I love it. I love it. Dianña Country, so they can go online, they go to YouTube, they go to Spotify, Instagram, TikTok. I've seen the TikTok videos. Love them. The short little clips, and they're really nice.
Yes, and there's going to be a lot of Santa ones. There's a lot of Santa ones on there right now, and he's a fun Santa, and he's pretty amazing, and he's going to be the Santa for our charity event. So,
I got yelled at by Santa over the weekend.
So, oh no!
Yeah, you'll see the picture on my Facebook page.
I'll tell him you didn't mean it.
He was trying to straighten me out.
Oh,
I guess I was on the naughty list. I don't know.
I'll put you back on. You know what? I'm going to do that on Monday. I'm going to have him write that you're back on the good list.
Okay, good.
And I'm going to send that to you. I'm going to send it to you. I'm going to say you're back on the good list.
All right, I look forward to it.
Good.
You're so awesome. Dianña Country, Dianña. So, folks, jump online, listen to the music. You will not be disappointed. As I said a few minutes ago, it'll change your life for the better.
Please subscribe to my YouTube channel.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
Deb, are we subscribed? Well, we'll definitely.
No, but we will be after this.
I'm pretty sure.
Thank you. Yay.
I have a lot of videos to catch up on.
Oh my gosh. Well, keep in touch. It was great.
Oh, definitely.
Great talking to you.
Oh boy. How's
we'll have some coffee.
How about the daughter?
Yeah. We'll have to have some coffee and talk.
Yeah.
How about our daughters?
I know. You know what? It's funny. Like one glass of wine, and I'm all New York.
Yes, I love it. I love it. Love
Yes,
it. Love it.
yes.
That's awesome. All right, Dianña, we're going to let you go, but thank you so much for joining
Thank
us here on
you.
Skip Happens tonight. Great information, great music, right back at you.
Thank
We're going
you.
to keep in touch. And I know have you subscribed to our YouTube, Skip Happens, yet? If you haven't, you need to do that.
I think I did. I'm gonna go back.
You did.
I think I did too. Yeah.
I think you did too.
I want
And
to be on
also,
YouTube now,
Deb's got
too.
her. Deb, tell her about. Give her all your info.
Yeah, if you get a chance, like us on Facebook, the official
Okay.
CMFC Country Music Fan Club. And then what we'll do is, as you have new music that comes out, we'll promote that for you. So all of our little members can get to hear some new music and you'll get some new fans.
Cool. It's country music.
Country Music Fan Club. So I think it's at official CMFC. I always screw that up, but it's at official CMFC.
Sam. Okay.
And then
Yay.
then I'll check you down, and then we'll
Thank you. You're gonna
You're
gonna love my next song. It's very country.
Oh, good.
Oh yeah.
You got to make sure I get my hands on it. I'm serious.
Yes, it's exciting. Yeah, I will definitely let you know. I mean, we actually printed out a street sign. I have it here when we did the cover. So it's a evergreen street.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's pretty cool. I kept the sign too. I kept the chair and the sign.
There you go. There you go.
All right, Dianña, you're awesome. God bless you.
Thank you so
Happy
much.
holidays.
Bye bye. You too. Happy holidays.
Back
Bye.
at you. Take care.